Hello children. Just imagine, what a fun would it be if you suddenly get some magical powers to change the things around you? Now, what are the things you would want to change? There are many things going out in your mind right now. So what you have to do is do it in your rough notebook, and then you will tell me during the online classes. Okay? So around us, many changes takes place. Okay? Some changes are easily visible, some are not. There are some things which appear not to be changing at all, but a change is seen in them if they are observed for a longer period of time. For example, a rock is there, okay? So it appears to be same, but after thousands of years, it might become a part of soil. The stars appear to be small, twinkling objects, but each star is actually as big as the sun or even larger. It's only because they are so far away that they appear as small points. Their surfaces, they also undergo some change with time. There are many changes taking place yet again, which can be seen easily. What are they? The days change into nights and back into days. A seed changes first into a sapling, then a plant, and then finally it grows into a tree. So different changes can be observed. Like, what are these changes? Changes in colors. We can judge whether a fruit is ripe or not by simply observing its color. A raw mango, it's green in color, but after some time, it changes to yellow on ripening. Changes in size, all the living things around us, okay, they change in size. How? So just tell me one thing. Do you still wear the clothes you wore 3 or 4 years back? What happened to your size now? Do you have to trim your nails every few days? Why? Because the size keeps on increasing. Okay. Next one is change in shape. You might have observed that a bud, it opens into a flower. So is there any change in its shape? Yes, indeed. If you look at the moon every morning or every evening for a few days, then you see some changes in its shapes. Okay, so in this way we can see there are a lot of changes going around us every day. Now children, look at this picture. Okay, now what is this? This is a simple activity which you can do at your home also. What you have to do is take a balloon and then start blowing air into it. Now what you have to think here, you have to just keep it in mind that the balloon does not burst. The shape and size of the balloon now it changes. After some time, do one thing, let the air escape the balloon. So what you will observe. Similarly, in this, what you have to do is you have to take some dough and then start making a ball. After that, just roll the ball and start making a roti or chapati from it. So it might happen that you don't like the shape. So what you can do, you can again convert it into ball. In yet another example, just take a piece of paper and now convert it into a toy aeroplane. Now enjoy it, have a lot of fun in playing with this. Once you're tired of it, unfold the paper again. So in all the three examples, what we have seen that we can change the shape of the object and after some time it can change into its original form. Yet again there are some examples. The roti which we have rolled, now just bake it on a tawa. Okay, and also the paper, take a paper and draw a plane over it and then cut that plane from there. One more example, in that balloon which we have blown air into it, tie the ends of the balloon and then prick it with a needle. So what you will observe in all the three cases now, that the change, it cannot be reversed back or the original things cannot be gained back. Okay. So on the basis of these only, all the changes that are occurring around us, they can be divided into two main types. What are they? Reversible and irreversible changes. Now let us understand them one by one. Reversible changes. So the changes that can be reversed or that can be undone or which are temporary are known as reversible changes. Like we have already discussed the example. We have to take a balloon, blow some air into it and slowly release its air. So what we will observe? That the balloon will come back to its original position. Irreversible changes, the changes that are permanent. Means once they are made, they cannot be brought back to the original form. These are known as reversible changes. Example, suppose we have a paper and if we burn a paper, so what happens? It converts into ash. Okay. Now, is it possible for you to convert this ash again into paper? No. So this type of change, the burning of paper, is an irreversible change. Now here are some examples and you have to tell me whether these changes are reversible or irreversible. What you have to do is take a small candle and then measure its length with a scale. Now fix it on a table or suitable place and then light it. Let it burn for some time. After some time, blow out the candle and measure its length again. So tell me one thing, can the change in length be reversed or not? Here is the image for the same. Next, the settling of milk into curd. We know that how the curd is being made from milk. We take warm milk and then add a small quantity of curd into it. The milk changes into curd. So now is it possible that the curd can again be converted into milk? You'll have to think about both of these examples and write your observations in your rough notebook. Next is effect of heat on changes. So is there any effect of heat on changes? Yes. On heating, the substance increases in size. So this kind of change is called expansion. Similarly, on cooling, the size of materials decrease. This is called contraction. So there is practical application of this concept. Now what is this? Here you can see the example of the tools which are made from iron and wood. So the iron blade of these tools, it is having a ring in which a wooden handle is fixed. Now in order to fix the wooden handle, what is being done? Normally the size of the ring is slightly smaller than the wooden handle. So in order to fix the handle, the ring is first heated as it becomes slightly larger in size upon heating, which is the result of expansion. Now the handle easily fits into the ring. After some time, the ring cools down, it contracts and fits tightly onto the handle. Same is the case with the cartwheel, when the metal rim is fixed in it. Okay. Now what are some other examples of these expansion and contraction? When we heat water in a pan, what happens? It begins to boil after some time. If we continue to heat further, the quantity of the water in the pan, it begins to decrease. Because the water in that, it has already converted into vapor. We have noticed that melting of ice phenomena, ice melts when it is heated. So what does it change into? So again, is it possible for us to change the water back into ice? How we can convert the water back into ice? By freezing it. Okay, so it means when the substance is heated, it expands, and when it is being cooled down, then it contracts or the size decreases. That's all for today, children. Thank you so much.